Good morning, guest and fellow Toastmaster. A warm welcome to meeting number 165 of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I am Toastmaster Amit, your sergeant at arms for today. I am sure you are as excited as I am. This meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for entire duration. Before we start meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and your audio should be off. Audio should be on only you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topic of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International doesn't put any restriction on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, we request all speaker and role taker to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also, urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in the letter and spirit. Hence, ensuring there is no sexist, racist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for the members or guests. Now, let me call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting, DTM Nancy Goel. About Nancy, she is working as senior data analyst. She is a certified image consultant and personal branding coach. She is Vice President Education and President-elect of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. Over to you, DTM Nancy Goel.
Amit, can you speak a little? I think I'm not able to hear you.
Am I audible?
I can hear you, yes. Am I audible?
Yeah.
All right. Well, a very good morning, everyone who's present today in the meeting in person, as well as people who are joining us online. I welcome you all to the Gabbys Toastmasters Club meeting number 165. This was our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Can we have a round of applause for our Sergeant at Arms? Lovely, lovely. Well, it's always a pleasure to preside over the Gabbys Toastmasters meetings. Why so? The themes. Today's theme is more about going back to school. Before I go back to school, my school, I would rather say, yesterday we just concluded a graduation ceremony for speech crafters. And one of the speech crafter turned Toastmaster is there with us in today's meeting, and that's Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur. I'm sure she was elated as we all were yesterday. In case you have missed this graduation ceremony of 28 speech crafters, please go ahead and check out the link on YouTube. All right. Another announcement that I have for the club is that we are conducting International Speech Contest on 2nd of March. It's on Saturday. It will be conducted in hybrid mode. So all of you who are yet to nominate yourself, please go ahead and nominate. And there's a criteria for you to nominate. Complete level 2 before you nominate yourself. So you ensure that you have to complete a minimum of 7 projects, 4 projects of level 1 and 3 projects of level 2 before you file your nomination. So if that's yet to happen, you have got almost 1.5 months to go about it. So prepare well, nominate yourself, and any support you need, the Gabbys is always there to support you all. Having said that, it's time to talk a little bit about the theme, back to school. I was thinking about going back to school. What was my school look like? All I was reminded of was my stories with my sister. My school memories are more about sharing the lunch with my younger sister. When I say younger, she's 7 years younger to me. Today, she is my friend. We are at that age. But when she was really young, When she was in nursery standard, I was in 6th standard. That was the age gap we used to have. So my mom used to send us lunch during lunchtime, freshly cooked from home. And when I used to receive that lunchbox, it was my responsibility to go downstairs towards the main gate of the school and collect that lunchbox, bring it back to my class. Only thing my sister knew back then was to go from her, to commute from her class to my class. That's all. We never risked her taking any other route without anyone escorting her. And the person who used to escort her was me. That freshly cooked lunch, we used to open that lunch box in my class. I'm sure she must have felt a little intimidated with all the big people in the room. But the lunch box was the memory. The freshly cooked lunch. Sometimes it was curry chawal, sometimes it was chole bhature, sometimes it was rajma chawal, sometimes it was aloo ka parantha. That sumptuous feeling was still in my mouth, is still lingering in my mouth as I'm speaking. So that's my memory of going back to school. I'm sure our TMOD has a lot to talk about today, and I would like to hand it over to our Toastmaster of the day without any ado. I request people in the room to settle down a bit. Thank you so much. Toastmaster of the day, yes? Okay, so everyone is feeling a bit itchy about the fact that I didn't mention who all are present in the room. Let me take names of all those who are present in the room. We have got Toastmaster Sandeep Belekar joining all the way from Kerala. Round of applause. We can have a showcase of our Toastmasters present in the room. We have got Toastmaster Dimpi Kumaria, Sergeant at Arms, joining all the way from Nagpara Bridge. Next, we have distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh Ramamurthy in the room. Saying hi. Joining all the way from Ramamurthy Nagar. Next, we have Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, who's here as a speaker and he wants to come here, deliver his speech. Hi, Toastmaster Karthik. No, they can't see you from here. You have to come here and say hi.
Hello, hi.
Yes, we have got a room full of people. Next, we have is our general evaluator joining us all the way from, I don't know, Smelling Speaker Society. I don't know his home address. This is Toastmaster Mukund. Next, we have is Toastmaster Rajesh joining from Dell Technologies.
Hello, everyone.
Sandra is joining all the way from Sandra. And distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta joining all the way from C.V. Ramanagar.
Hello.
Yes, now, since I have introduced you all, please maintain silence in the room for as long as presiding officer address is going on. We also have a guest in the online now presence. I see Arun Mohan. Arun, would you like to take a quick moment to introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is Arun Mohan. I'm working in Accenture. I'm a 2023 graduate, basically from Chennai College of Engineering, India. And I'm hopefully this is my first meet. I'm willing to join this club and just make it out of like other Toastmasters. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Arun. It's lovely to have you here. Hope you have a good experience. We'll come back to you towards end of the meeting.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Guest. All right. It's time to introduce our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Upasana. Toastmaster Upasana, I will not go for your formal introduction. What I know about you in yesterday's graduation ceremony, not one, not two, but many speech crafters were feeling gratitude towards you. That's the impact you are leaving as a Toastmaster on people within Toastmasters, outside Toastmasters. And with the same impact, with the same feeling, with the same energy, I want to introduce Toastmaster Upasana. I want to invite Toastmaster Upasana on stage. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy. And class, good morning, everybody. Can I hear good morning? Online, offline?
Yeah, good morning.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you, my students. Thank you so very much. And in this due course of your session, I would want everybody to keep your fingers on your lips. I do not want to hear any sound. And today I see, before I start the session, I see that we have one of our students, DTM Nancy's birthday. So I would request DTM Nancy to come and we all should stand up, students. Please stand up, offline people and online people. Please join your hands and let's sing happy birthday to her. Students, is this what I taught you? Come on fast, students. Yes, everybody from the online. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Everybody, please sit down. And DTM Nancy, once our session is over, you can distribute toffees to all the students, 2 toffees each.
Absolutely, ma'am.
With this, today we embark on the journey of down the memory lane. You must be thinking this topic, this theme has been introduced so many times. What's new into this? Do we need to recall our student life? Do we need to recall what all things we have done? No. Yes, of course we will. But this is just a school period which is going on. We have completed our assembly. Now we walk towards our class and we will have our classes. We will have our periods. We will have break session. And then at the end, our principal will come to address us. And as you all know, that Toastmaster is divided into 3 parts. So before that, let me introduce our principal, sir, the general evaluator, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. He is a finance professional working for Capgemini as a director. He has been president of Smedley Speakers Society twice. He also loves reading, public speaking, and is currently he is learning golf. I would request Toastmaster Mukund Joshi.
Joining up on stage is Toastmaster Mukund Joshi.
Thank you very much. Today's Toastmaster, Aparna. So, my role as a general evaluator is to keep track of the proceedings that are currently happening and then conduct the evaluation session at the end of today's meeting, which will be the third part of today's meeting, which is the evaluation session. And then I will be giving my evaluation of how things went, what could have been done well, and what is really went well in today's meeting. Yeah, and to do that, I have a team along with me, which consists of the timer, the R counter, the grammarian, and the lesson. So I would request each one of the role players to talk about their role in today's meeting. So first and the foremost, I have the timer. The timer is Toastmaster Shweta Pujar. Shweta is an IT professional with 15 years of experience in the software industry. currently pursuing her career at ENY Bangalore as a program manager. She carries rich experience working across domains like healthcare, telecom, e-commerce, and consulting in Big Four companies. May I now request the timer, TM Shweta Pujar, to talk about her role in brief, please. Oh.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
This is not Shweta Pujar.
I'm not Shweta, I was about to say. I'm not Shweta Pujar, I'm Nagesh Ramamurthy. I'm doing the timer's role today. As a timer, my job is to note down the time taken by each of the speakers who take the stage. For prepared speeches, which are generally 5 to 7 minutes, I will show the green card for those who are in the room and they are taking the stage at 5 minutes. I'm going to show yellow card at 6 minutes, and at 7 minutes, the red cards will come up. The background of the timer on the timer time also is being changed. That is for the online speakers. For the table topic, the time will be 1 to 2 minutes. I will show green card. I'll show green card at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red will come up at 2 minutes. Even evaluators who are going to evaluate the individual speakers will be timed. The time there would be 2 to 3 minutes. The green will come up at 2 minutes. Yellow will come up at 2 minutes 30 seconds. And finally, the red card will come up at 3 minutes for them. Red cards will be there for all the speakers till they finish speaking. And I will give the timer report when I am called by the general evaluator. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, timer DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy. Of course, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy doesn't need any introduction whatsoever. Now let's move to the second role player, which is the R counter. The R counter role is played by Toastmaster Monica Ashwini. Monica is an MBA and a management consultant at Accenture Strategy. She is a bibliophile, gardening enthusiast, fitness freak, and a baker. Oh my God. So please put your hands together for today's R counter, Monica Ashwini, to talk about her role in brief.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. The purpose of the R counter is to listen and make note of unnecessary words and sounds used by the speakers and role players for today's meeting. I'll be focusing on 5 major areas. Number 1, filler words like Number 2, inappropriate interjections, for instance, and, well, but, so, you know, etc. And number 3, the use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. Number 4, repetitive words or phrases in the form of I, this means, etc. And number 5, unintentional long or short pauses made by the speakers. I will present my report when called by the general evaluator towards the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. By the way, I'm the general evaluator, not the Toastmaster of the day. With the third role player, who is the grammarian, that is Toastmaster Sanjana Garai. Sanjana is a student of IIT Varanasi and is currently pursuing her BTech and MTech in Maths and Computing. She loves riding her dad's Meteor, playing badminton, reading books on business, trekking, and wakeboarding. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to today's grammarian, Toastmaster Sanjana Garai. Sanjana will also introduce today's word of the day.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my internet just disconnected the wrong time. Yeah, so to the awakened children and all of us, I am going to be your English teacher for today's class. I remember how I used to stumble when I would be called upon to say something to the entire class because a slight error in sentence construction would mean that I would get a hit of a scale on my hand. But sit back and relax because I'm not going to be that strict type of teacher. Let the words flow with full confidence because I'll come back again at the end to correct you and give suggestions on how you can improve your grammar. So I am the grammarian for today's week. The challenge for all of you today is to use the word of the day, whimsical. I repeat, whimsical, which means playfully fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way. Let me use it in a sentence. The whimsical decorations in the party made everyone feel like they were in a fairy tale. The author turned out to be just as whimsical as the magical characters in a book. So let us see who uses the word of the day, and I'll see you again at the end. Till then, happy and fluent speaking. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Grammarian. Let's please hear it for the Grammarian. Now for the last role player, but not the least role player, that is the listener who ensures that we are all attentive, is none other than Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad. Chaitanya is a software engineer working in Bangalore. His interests include music, cooking, sports, trekking, traveling, doing adventure sports such as rappelling, paragliding, etc. And the list goes on. He is keen towards learning new things and be able to do something that has an impact. May I request Toastmaster Chaitanya Prasad to talk about his role in brief as a listener?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, everyone. I will be the listener for today, and I will be listening very closely to whatever is said in this meeting today, and I'll be noting down few points. And towards the end of the meeting, I'll come up with few questions, just fun questions for you all to enjoy and answer them. Now, you may ask why these questions? Because it is very important to listen extremely carefully so that you can learn from others as well. Thank you, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, listener. Please let's hear for listener Chaitanya Prasad. So these are the role players, and I will come back at the end of this meeting and give my evaluation along with my team. One point before I vacate the stage. Decades ago, when I was in school, my favorite place was outside the principal's office. Today, ladies and gentlemen, the tables have turned, and I'm supposed to be today's principal. Thank you, and back to you, today's Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Principal Sir. And being said that, even I was a favorite student of my principal, and I was always an outstanding student because I would always stand outside the principal's office. That being said, we have so many collective memories of our school life where we would run on the hallways. We were not supposed to eat chocolates, yet we would eat. We would not do our homework. We would lie. We would cheat in our exams and whatnot. But the best part is our friends. What a person cannot do, but with friends, we would have our own boldness, and we would come up with all the innovative ideas how to, keep the class as irritated as possible. And you know what is the best compliment any class can get? This is the worst class ever I have seen from our teachers when they say this line. Is this a fish market? Even the fish market is more silent than your class. I think that was a rewarding statement for any class. And accidentally, it was always my class. Because not only I, but there were so many monkeys in our class that we would make sure that none of our teachers are peacefully taught. Can I hear some of your stories, what you did with your friends and have never got caught? Anybody?
Okay,
From
this
the
really I want to contribute because this has been my specialty. So quite opposite to that of Nancy. I was always known for being the outrageously mischievous and absolutely indisciplined child in the class, and the entire class was like that. So my leadership style actually started from there, where I led the class to getting suspended. So you had the teacher coming in and telling that the class is horrible. In my case, the entire class got suspended. And the worst part is that we were caught celebrating that we got suspended. So first the class teacher suspended us, saying that I will, you don't need to come to school for 1 week. And then we were celebrating in the outside, because we got suspended in the parking area. And the principal caught us, and then we were at the verge of getting DC the entire class of 52 students. So I became like, there were like red corner notice issued against me by parents of other kids. So that's the kind of student I was.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster, for sharing such beautiful and innocent incident. And I'm sure that everybody have their own fun story. Anybody from the online? Anybody would like to share their incident?
I can.
Yes.
Upasana. So very similar to Toastmaster Saurav. Now, I was not that notorious, but I was this very talkative person, which I continue to be till date. I would talk so much and I would back answer a lot, like a lot. Teacher would say something like, read like this. I would be like, why? So this got very irritating to a point that I would be sent to the principal's office quite often. The principal liked me because I was a good student. But the worst part was my sister, who's my senior. Now, this is the worst part. You have an older sibling who's better than you in studies and everything, exists in that school. That is your nightmare. So my sister was like that. She would be called, not my mother, and they would complain to her, why is your sister like this? And she would cry. So I would never cry for all that. She would cry, and then I would get back home. There would be a huge fight and all of that. So I think that is the thing. But I never stopped back answering or speaking. It went on. She just graduated from school. That's all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aparna. And that being said, even I am talkative, and every single time, wherever teacher would say, please guys, keep your mouth shut. I was the first one to say, hello, ma'am. Oh God, for this, until my 12th standard, I have got beatings. And three principals changed, and 3 of them have the same evaluation for me. She is very talkative. Oh my God. And I still wonder, what would I talk? A 5-year, 6-year kid, what can she talk yet? And that being said, with today's our session, our first period is our prepared speech, where our kids will come. They will have a topic and where they'll speak. They have their prepared speeches, and to evaluate all these speeches, we have respected teachers for them. So allow me to introduce our first evaluator, our first teacher of this session, distinguished Toastmaster Saurav Datta, the VPPR of both the Gabbys Toastmaster Club and the Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club. Distinguished Toastmaster Saurav Datta has achieved 2 awards, Triple Crown, 3 Triple Crowns, and completed 8 parts. Today, he will be evaluating Toastmaster Sudharma Perera. Toastmaster Saurav Datta, are you there? Please confirm your presence. Yes. Yes. Toastmaster Sudharma Perera, she stays in Venugopal of Sri Lanka and is a fellow chartered accountant. She has an MBA from the University of Jayawardhanapura, Sri Lanka. She is interested in learning new things, getting to know new people, traveling to new places. She is the Vice President Education of the Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club. Today, she will be her path is Visionary Communication, Level 1, Project 1. And note, Zoom Master note, this is an icebreaker speech, so we would not have any polling for the prepared speeches. Timer, please note, this speech is about 4 to 6 minutes. Disconcerting Heart, Toastmaster Sudharma. Toastmaster Sudharma, Disconcerting Heart.
Deciding hard to govern your people and to distinguish right from wrong. Quote was consulted by King Solomon. Toastmaster of the day, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I heard this Bible verse at the age of 12. I started to put my effort and I prayed to God, please God, give me please give me the wisdom to have known that right from wrong. Then I put my effort to my studies and put a lot of ambitious goals and reached them. Toastmasters, please let me introduce myself. I am Sudharma Perera. I was born 1989, January 14th. Yes, tomorrow is my birthday. I have 2 elder sisters and 1 elder brother. Indeed, I am the youngest child in my family. Being youngest, it can be advantageous as well as a lot of people will sway over you. It's not like for me because I didn't care about anyone's advices and I only care about my great teachers, mentors, and coaches' advice only. My first mentor was my own brother. At the age of 12, again, when we were cleaning the garden, my brother asked, "Don't you like to be top in your class? Don't you like to feel that recognition?" Yes, indeed. I gave it a shot. What was happened? I placed highest grade in my class. I was happened to watch a lot of videos and listen to a lot of inspirational speakers and reading books because I wanted to feel good about myself. I believe that I am luckiest, not because of I am youngest, but because since I have faced a lot of difficulties from my childhood to this age, it shaped me who I am today. God has endowed me with discern how to identify right and wrong. Then it has simplified my life. Recently, I was wise enough to accept the role of VP Education at Gabbys, and I am aware that it will introduce me to a wide range of people and will present me learning obstacles. I will have to experience a lot of learning obstacles, but I am eagerly anticipating that profound educations. With regards to the VP education role at Gabbys, we have about 90% members. Yeah, I want to tell about this, about myself, my daily routine. I am a decent sleeper. I want to sleep 8 hours per day, at least 6 to 7 hours I would like to have. I will be more active from 5 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. And since I am a finance professional, I am working in a 9-partner organization. We have monthly deadlines and lot of schedule and impromptu meetings where I will have to attend. So I will maybe make delays in replying your messages, but I will make sure I will notify you every latest speech slot and shows which are available. I am fully available for you to assist, and I am waiting for you to get to know you and assist you on my level test. Dear Toastmasters, when it's come to the personal goals or group goals, we should have ability to identify what is wrong and what is correct, and what is prudent behavior and what is orderly behavior. Then we will be able to achieve our goals properly. For that, we have to access a lot of wisdom sources like motivational speeches and self-development books, meditation, as well as right social circle. When it's come to the right social circle, Gabbys and Toastmasters is a right social circles where you can learn, relearn, and unlearn. So, my dear Toastmasters, I urge you to pray to God or universe or both. Lord God, please give us wisdom or discern how to identify what is right and what is wrong, as well as it will follow wealth and long life. That is discerning heart. Or do you Toastmaster of the day?
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Sudharma. And since it is her icebreaker speech and it is our custom that we give standing ovation to our icebreaker speech. So here we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Just give me a moment. That being said, thank you so much. And here our first speech ends. For the second speech, let me call our next teacher, Toastmaster Aparna. She is passionate speaker, hippie at heart, mom at home, and entrepreneur by choice. And I see your presence. Thank you. She will be evaluating today Toastmaster Karthik. Karthik is
Toastmaster Upasana.
Yeah.
Speaker is Toastmaster Karthik and Toastmaster Aparna is the other.
Yeah, I said the same. Speaker Toastmaster is Karthik. Karthik is working as a full stack developer in Travelopia and as a tech trainer. He is history and movie buff. He loves storytelling and listens to music. He always tries to be the best version of himself. Today, he is attempting level 2, project 1, project name Know Your Sense of Humor from engaging humor as a part. Timer note, the speech time is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Karthik, ik pik, jig pik, piggy. Ik pik, jig pik, piggy. Toastmaster Karthik.
Ik pik, jig pik, piggy. Don't turn your life into buggy. Ik pik, jig pik, piggy. Don't turn your life into buggy. There lived a dog named Doggy. Sometimes we have to cook ourselves as we don't have Swiggy. Ik pik, jig pik, piggy, 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 piggy. Okay, now I have a very simple question. SIMPLE, very simple question to all of you that have you ever heard of this song before? Yes or no? Simple. No. Obviously no, because this song does not belong to the human words. This song belongs to one of the most esteemed yet underrated word of PIGS, pigs. And this pigs word is not belonging to Earth, and this pigs word belongs to a planet, completely different planet, which is 5,000 light years, million light years away from Mother Earth. And this planet name is Piggy-tar. And this planet is identical, exactly, geographical location is very exactly identical to Earth. Yes, it's miraculously miracle. An Arabic touch to the slang, yes. And as you heard this song was written and sung by one of the most famous singer in this pigs world called Piggy Williams, one of the greatest pigs. And this pig was obviously son to his mother and father. And his mother called Jiggy Williams, who was also a great singer. And Piggy Williams had only one wish in his life. That was to become a great singer. Yes. His ambition was to become a great singer, and his another ambition was to become a popular singer and win the competition of US Pigs Idol. Yes. And he lived in San Francisco, USA, California. As I said, location is similar to as of Earth. And Piggy Williams also had two friends, and these two friends were the Indian immigrant pigs who were actually pursuing the engineering in Pittsburgh University in California, USA. And these two pigs, one name was Pigumani from Salem, Tamil Nadu, and another pig, a pig singer from Jalandhar, Punjab. And these three pigs lived together in peace, and our Piggy Williams' mother, who was a great pop singer, had 27 piglets. Yes. In this pig's world, every pig mother takes pride of having more piglets. And whichever mother couldn't give birth to more piglets are abandoned by the society and are abandoned by people and privileges. And one such pig mother could give only birth to one piglet called Gassy Marvel. Yes, that was another pick. Who was actually threatened, bullied in whole of his school life and his whole of his life. And now coming back to Piggy Williams. Piggy Williams' dream was to become a US Pig Idol, and he started his journey. And he started his journey by attending this competition, and he went on to the audition. And when he started his audition, he saw all pig audience in the room, and there comes the 3 big judges of this US Pigs Idol, and he started singing the song for the audition. Pigite pige hite, pigite pige hite ugge, are jigge, ha, are pigite pigite, Obama, Swadagama, are gama. Don't go in coma, are pige. Everybody started listening to this song, and everybody went crazy, started hooting, dancing, and our Piggy Williams became one of the famous singer with this audition, and he got selected for US Pigs Idol. Remember one thing, this US Pigs Idol, winning this US Pigs Idol for Piggy Williams was very important, because it was not just his dream. It was the dream of his dying mother, Jiggy Williams. That is why he had to try this. And in the second audition, in the first level of this audition, in the first level of this competition, then he created this song, Eat Pig, Jig Pigs, Piggy. And when he sang in this world, in this first stage, this song became viral. Many people started singing this song. This song became viral in Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. It became an household song. Finally, in level 3, when Piggy Williams went onto the stage and started singing, something happened like this. That day, Piggy Williams could not perform well. Then his friend suggested, Piggy Singh suggested him that go and have a doctor checkup. And when they checked his health, when they went on to his tests, it came out that Piggy Williams was suffering from last stage of lung cancer. And he had only 2 months to live. And grand finale was 1 month away. So Piggy Williams had only one chance in his whole life to fulfill his dream and as well as his dying mother's dream. So Piggy Williams put all his efforts, and finally he reached the grand finale. And the grand finale was exactly on January 12th, 5 years back on 2016. And Piggy Williams was all set to go on to the grand finale. He took his car with his friends Pigu Mani and Epik, and he started driving his car to the studio. And suddenly, all of a sudden, all these 3 friends got a message, onto his WhatsApp message. And when they opened this WhatsApp message, it was an audio file. And when they played this audio file, they heard something like this. You swines, I am going to kill you all. I am going to release a swine flu today within 2 hours. Stop me if you can. Stop. Everybody's mind got boggled. What happened? Who is this guy? Is he really a villain, or it's just a hoax call? But Piggy Williams thought that he had heard this voice somewhere else. Whose voice was it? Then he remembered that this voice was none other than the voice of Gassy Marvel, who was actually threatened, bullied, abandoned from the society only because his mother couldn't give birth to many piglets. Some of the old junk rules, as we also have in our human society. So based on that junk rules, they were discriminated. And Piggy Williams immediately called PBI, Pigs Bureau of Investigation, and they actually denied his call, saying that many people called us, saying that this is the person, we cannot actually believe you. But Piggy Williams knew that this was Gassy Marvel. So he told his friends, I need to go to Gassy Marvel's house because none of them are supporting me. Then friends told, what is important to you? Is it your mother's dream, your dream, or is it saving the world? It may be also a hoax call. That's what friends tried to convince him. But then Piggy Williams chose to fight against Gassy Marvel. So he told his 2 friends to bring police, and he went to Gassy Marvel's house. And when he entered Gassy Marvel's house, he saw a big laboratory set up in the house. And when he told Gassy Marvel standing near to that in the hallway, he said, hey Gassy, stop this, you can't do this, you can't do this. You can't do this. You can't kill everybody. Then Gassy Marvel took BK-57, then he started pointing black towards Piggy Williams. And then he says, don't come friend. He then stop, and said, stop. 4 shots. Here, onto Piggy Williams. And he dies going back like this. Immediately, his friends, Piggy Money, Piggy Singh, come here with police and they grab Gassy Marvel and they put him in jail. And that's how Piggy Williams died without accomplishing in dream, but saving the pig's world. Now I want to ask you a question. What you would have done if you were in a situation like Piggy Williams? Either you would have gone towards your dream, your mother's dream. I mean, if you were a Piggy Williams, or you would have saved the world. I leave that question to you. And if you think Gassy Marvel was wrong in his way, but Gassy Marvel was also threatened by the society. He faced the injustice based on some junk old rules his mother also faced. So, as we human beings are also have such problems, such beliefs, such old junk rules, as we updated our technologies, are we not supposed to update our beliefs? Are we not supposed to update our religious texts which are written 1,000 years back? Are we not supposed to treat every human being as just a human being without labeling any tag and discriminating on basis of any grounds like gender, race, religion? I will leave up to you. Just think on it. After this, after 2 years of the death of Piggy Williams, their friends Piggy Money and A. Piggy got the diary of Piggy Williams. And inside that diary, there was a meaning of Ik Pig Jig Pig Piggy, the meaning of the song. And the actual meaning of the song was, no matter in what phase of your life are, no matter how difficulties you are facing right now, just be happy and keep smiling. So they finally remember their friend and sing. Finally, at the end, Ik Pig Jig Pig Piggy, Ik Pig Jig Pig Piggy. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so very much, Toastmaster Karthik. And this song is very addictive. So I would request you to please send this song on our chat group. Thank you so much. With that, we move towards our next evaluator. Toastmaster Mamta, are you there? Toastmaster Mamta?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. She will be evaluating our speaker, Toastmaster Sheran. Toastmaster Sheran is the Secretary of Commercial Bank TMC Sri Lanka. Toastmaster Sheran will be attempting level 2, project 2, from project name Effective Body Language, from the path Presentation Mastery. Timer note, this speech is about 5 to 7 minutes. Phantom, Sheran, Phantoms.
Well, Toastmaster Sudharma, is there someone right behind you? Oh my God, it moved to the screen of TMOD. Spirits, apparitions, specters, shadows, and ethereal beings, phantoms. My dear Toastmasters, very good morning to you all the way from Sri Lanka. Ghosts are often described as apparitions or spirits of deceased individuals that are believed to linger in the earthly realm. Now, the concept of ghosts is deeply rooted in various cultures and belief systems around the whole world, and interpretations of ghosts vary widely. Last July, we went on a family picnic. It was to Nuwara, which is a very hilly area, and it's above the sea level, like it's the highest point of Sri Lanka. So when a person visits Nuwara, they want to be mindful of the fog and the mist which crosses the roads and even the fog lights of vehicles cannot beat and going through there. Well, we met the same experience, to be honest. Our route were covered entirely with the fog. We had no other option, but I went through the web and found a place to spend the night. And we found a cottage. This was in our budget, actually, because we have already spent a lot on this vacation. Then we needed a budget place. And we got into this place and we drove through straight to it. It was around 6 p.m. when we arrived at the place. Now, this was a creepy cottage. Very spooky, gloomy, and the weather just suited it, everything. It was quite nice, the inside. We went inside, we had our dinner and had a bit of teasing with alcohol. And then we went to our beds. Just the moment came where it was midnight. I heard footsteps. I heard cracking noises of doors. And moaning and weeping sounds of a woman. Oh my God, I was so afraid. With time, it passed by. And then I could see things moving around. Then the cooking vessels being thrown away out of the house, the sounds of them. And again, the footsteps roaming around my bed. In the morning, I went to the person who guarded this area and who was responsible in escorting us for this cottage. I spoke to him. Hello, mister. I heard some noises like this. What are they? He replied to me. Well, sir, I'm really sorry, but here, this is a place where a tragic has happened. A woman has hung herself in the room of this particular cottage a way time back. This was just like 25 years old. I got goosebumps. I said, okay, we are leaving instantly. We left the place. Phantoms. What are the common characteristics associated with ghosts? Invisibility. Most ghosts are translucent, ladies and gentlemen. Ethereal appearance, which is supernatural appearance. Then haunting locations, just like what happened to me. A history with the tragic event of that particular place made the ethereal appearance of a ghost. Haunting locations also. Then the next is unfinished business. Now, specifically, when we see your movies, now I'm from Sri Lanka, I'm a very good fan of Hollywood movies. Well, your horror movies are excellent. I would rate 100% on it. The unfinished business. Now, that is very famous in your movies. Next is the fifth characteristics, that is manifestations. What are manifestations? Interactions with ghosts and humans, when the last is apparitions. Some ghost stories involve in appearance of a deceased person trying to convey a message or provide comfort to the living. Now, this is very famous. Well, I could give you some examples. The Conjuring universe is a media or franchise centered around a series of supernatural horror films produced by the Warner Bros. The franchise is known for its interconnected stories and characters. Actually, these films are inspired by real-life cases that Warrens faced, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now, this makes us believe that ghosts are real. Also, India and the Asians. India especially has a rich and diverse history of supernatural and horror tales deeply noted in its culture, religious traditions, and some aspects of Indian horror history. Now, the first one is folklore. And the next one would be the scriptures which you have, and the ancient texts and the tantric traditions. Now, what are tantric traditions? Now, I did research on this. Now, these are tantric rituals and practices often associated with both Hinduism and Buddhism. It's kind of correlated. are sometimes linked to supernatural occurrences and the evocation of spirits. My dear Toastmasters, again, I see someone right behind you, TMOD. Toastmaster Sudharma, now it's in your screen. Well, it is important to note that beliefs in ghosts are often tied to cultural, religious, and individual perspectives. While many people find ghost stories intruding and entertaining, the existence of ghosts is not scientifically proven yet, but still, I believe because of my personal experience. Hope you believe too. Now, what I say might be different from what you understand. I repeat, what I say might be different from what you understand. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sheran. And that is correctly said that ghosts can be felt. They cannot be seen. Thank you so very much. With that, I would request our timer, distinguished Toastmaster Nagesh, is there any disqualifications? Even though we do not have any polling today, yet, is there any disqualification?
Yes, there is one speaker disqualification. Rest two, that is Karthik, Venugopal. Other two are qualified.
Okay, thank you so very much. And as we have completed our three periods, our three sessions are done. Now it's time for our break. So right now it's 10:56. We will be back at 11:01. That's a 5 minutes break. Please do not loiter in your hallway. Do not run. Do not scream. Eat your tiffins properly like a well-behaved students. I shall meet you back at 11:01. Okay, students?
Yes, ma'am. I had a question for Sheran. Can I ask? Is that a real story, Sheran?
Yes, to be honest, it's a real story.
Oh my God. I'm never coming to Sri Lanka.
It's not only in Sri Lanka now.
I
There are
know,
a lot of real stories. I did a superb research on this before I prepared for this speech. It's a real story. And it's just one.
I've experienced when I was very young, my family experience, we were being chased by something when we had gone somewhere. That is my next speech then. You're giving me idea.
All the best to
I
you.
wanted to somewhere believe, Sheran, that I had imagined that incident, but thanks to you, you're reminding me that that was really there. But that is so scary, no, Sheran? That was so recent. You're saying last July. Oh my God, so scary.
Yeah.
But have you noticed most of these ghosts are only women? Men ghosts are so rare, man. Why? Because you guys finish all your business very
women
early.
are not satisfied in their life.
Women
they
are
have high
not
expectations.
allowed. Women are not allowed to finish their job.
Exactly.
See, so many hindrances we have, no, Sudharma?
We are lazy even after our death.
You are?
We are lazy even after our death.
Saying of the
Oh God. Seriously.
No, I have heard many stories about male ghost.
Oh, is it?
Male ghost, I have heard only about male. Yeah.
Really?
I had seen this documentary
they have
about
died in
Angad.
accidents.
Which place?
Then you need to see Bhutnath Part 1 and 2. Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan, but then
Beautiful,
Amitabh Bachchan.
beautiful depiction. First one, second one, both are beautiful depictions.
I've seen first one. I've seen the first one. I was very young when I saw it.
Second is also very good. Very good.
But I don't know, everywhere, no, all these folklores and all. See, even when Sheran said it was a female ghost, because female will go into the kitchen, throw all the vessels. She'll walk around with her bangle sound, anklet sound. I wonder what a man ghost will do. Maybe smoke? I don't know.
No, I
Yeah,
had seen
I
this
think the
documentary.
male ghosts are very dangerous than female ghosts.
There have been stories
Because I
about
have
male
heard
ghosts, but
Sure.
then if we
Yeah.
talk about females, that in a way I feel is a comment on their life, the social structure. The outlet doesn't happen here.
So after death.
Isn't it? So
Yeah, yeah.
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I think also the tragedy of the death matters, which
Yes.
says a lot, right?
Yes.
It says a lot.
Whatever
Well-
disappointments are there, they just resurface with a bang.
So men, take note. Treat the women in your life
Yes.
well. Okay? Treat the women in your life well. We will come back to haunt you all otherwise.
If you want the world to be at peace.
Wait, I have to go tell my husband about this. I'll be back.
I'm happy that I made effective speech.
Yeah, it was good. Good.
I think physical Toastmasters have gone to some refreshment or something. No one, I can
It's a
say.
birthday treat, I guess.
Because the TMOD
Not
said
BTM,
finish your lunch
yeah,
and come. That is why.
Uh,
Categorically
no.
said that. So they actually got up and went.
Now it is 11:01. I think we can start.
Yes. Class, are you all back from your break? What about the offline class?
All the outstanding students.
Yes.
Usually when people go to fill their
Yes.
bottles, they come late.
Yes, yes. Now I see everybody has come back. Where are the other kids? Yeah, they are coming. Okay. So as people proceed to their offline seats and online seats as well, do you all remember the annual gathering or the sports day during our school? No matter whichever house we were, we would always be that over enthusiastic students where we would run 100 meters, but we would also want to have our glucose juice. At least in our school, we would have a glucose juice. Oh, for that, we would cry, beg, we would do what not. That was a amrit, or that was a sweet thing, which we would love. Sports day and annual day, we would feel so special when we would be called out for any event. And the hustle and bustle for any of these events were the best. Is there anybody who has a craziest story? I mean, a massacre story where things should have been gone right, but it turned out to be bad and then worst. Does anyone have such stories regarding your school life? Offline and online people, you can raise your hand.
Upasana?
Yes?
Yeah, can I say something?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so I don't have a story in which I expected something, but something else happened. But I have a really crazy story. So I wasn't good at sports in my primary school. And I would always try to run fast and get the medal. But I remember until class 4, I had never got a medal. So in class 5, my parents got me into karate so that I would improve my physical stamina. And then I remember the sports day. I was really enthusiastic because now I was physically stronger. And I remember it was the 200-meter race. I ran and I came third. So at least I got a medal. And I remember my mom was there. I finished the race in front of everybody. I went, hugged my mom, I carried her, and I started jumping in front of everybody. And then when I came back, all the teachers were like, Beta, are you fine? I understand you won, but calm down, calm down. And then when I went back home, my mom was like, you should have controlled your enthusiasm a little bit. Hugging me is fine, but you actually carried me in front of everyone. So that was something crazy that I did in class 5.
That is some crazy story. Because at the age, by age 10, 11, do we really have that much strength to pick up mom? But that being said, any other guest or any other Toastmaster would love to share their incident of sports day or annual day.
Well, it's something regarding sports, so I'm also in because I'm a great sportsman at school. I was a great sportsman, and so this was the parent-teachers meeting when I was in grade 12 doing my advanced level at my school. What happened was I normally come to school and join my classes around 10 a.m. in the morning. Till that, I'm on the grounds, either doing cadetting or I in the band or I play instruments or whatever. I do the practices and then come to the class. So there is this particular teacher who hasn't seen me from the very first day, who hasn't seen me from the very first day that I started my higher education. Well, I went with my father to meet the teacher, and I got good marks though. I got around 67 out of 100. Now that was quite good out of the class, out of the above the average, obviously. Then I went to this teacher, and what she said was, "Now, who are you? Are you from my class?" She was like super curious who I am because she had never seen me in the class, and she was a class teacher actually. The other subjects, of course, because I didn't personally like her way and the attitude of delivering the lectures, but she was like, "Oh my God, child, who are you? Are you new to the class?" Now, I was from grade one. Just imagine my father looking at my face and giving that look, and but still, I did it all. I balanced it well. Now, that is one of the great stories, and I hope every sportsman who did sports while schooling has this experience. Thank you, TMOD.
Rightly said, Toastmaster Sheran. And in your store, in this event also, you became the ghost for your teacher. And my case was different. Everybody in my school, from peon to students to teachers, non-teaching staff, everybody knew me. So if at all I did something, of course I would do everything, anything, every single time. I was being caught. People remembered my phone number. We had landlines. People knew my phone number. That the moment she does something, parents call. Parents teacher meeting was a conference. You see, it was never just normal parents teacher meeting. It was a conference with teachers, principal, my parents, and me shamelessly standing. That being said, we need to go to our next class. That is our table topic session. And for that, without any further ado, let me introduce our table topic session, or our table topic master, the one who will guide us through the twists and turns of back to the school reflections. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Shweta Pujar. Shweta is an IT professional with 15 years of experience in software industry. Currently, her career at EY Bangalore as a program manager. She carries rich experience working across domains like healthcare, telecom, e-commerce, and consulting in Big Four companies. Toastmasters, Shweta?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, TMOD Upasana, and good morning, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guest. So, today's topic, back to school. What a topic to feel nostalgic, is it? I'm sure each and everyone can relate to this topic and certainly have some great memories. So I would like to tell about what table topic is and how do we go about. So table topic enables each member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. And table topic will help train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. So you will be given 1 to 2 minutes to speak on a particular topic, and you will be disqualified at 2 minutes 30 seconds. Everyone is invited to participate, and even guests as well. So can we begin the table topic session for the day?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd like to ask for any volunteers, or if you want to participate, or should I go ahead picking names? Toastmaster Arun Mohan, are you there? Can you come on camera? Would you like to volunteer for speaker one? Toastmaster Arun Mohan, I think he's the guest. Okay, I think he's not there. So we can go to Toastmasters Jaspreet Kaur, if you want to volunteer for speaker, first speaker of the table topic today.
Do I have a choice, Madam Table Topic Master? You are the master for the day.
All right. Your topic is, it's very simple. What's your fondest memory of your school life? I repeat, what is your fondest memory of school life?
The question is the fondest memory, one single memory. But it's very difficult for me to narrow down on any one memory. Loads and loads of memories I have as a student and then working as a teacher. Another bag full of memories I have. But if I talk about myself as a student, so the fondest memory was being the favorite child of the teachers. And why? Because I liked keeping all my notebooks and things up to date and the first one to finish the assessments and all that.
Saving
So
file game or
that is
your printout WhatsApp share
somebody's.
I request others to go on mute. Yeah, thank you. Please continue.
Yeah, so this is something which always, I was basking in that glory of being the teacher's favorite pet. And something, this is one quality I admired in students also when I became a teacher. That was back to school moment for me once again. So there were kids who were always pick and span with their work. And that speaks volumes about their attitude towards life, how they take up the given task. So as a student also and as a teacher also, this was one very good thing which I remember about myself. And if students came up with that, so that whether the child is academically very good or not, it's both ways, it's absolutely fine. But the approach towards the work and the way the person takes up the task given speaks volumes about that. So that I would feel is my fondest memory and maybe will continue to be in the times to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jasprit. I think it was really a great memory what you shared. And yeah, going to the next table topic speaker.
We have someone from the room. We have got Rajesh, Sandeep here.
Yeah, I think we can go from offline. So Toastmaster Rajesh, would you like to volunteer?
We'll start with Rajesh and then we can do next Sandeep.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, the topic for you would be tell us more about your annual sports day at your school, some memories that you can bring back for every one of us. Toastmaster Rajesh, yeah.
Yeah. Annual sports day. Annual sports day. How we categorize our Toastmasters meeting in 3 sections? The past speech, table topic, and evaluation. I have categorized my school life in 3 sections. During my primary school days, I was a very good student. My high school, I was an average student. And my higher secondary, I was a worst student. In the categories wise. In the education category wise, the sports, I was mediocre all the time. I always consider, I think, during my sports day in my schools, one event I would recall. Group of students were there and teacher asked, guys go and participate in the running event. It was a 200-meter event, 200 meter. I was a not very strong height student. We have so many students in the class, they are good runners. Someone pushed me in the category, they pushed me to run. It was the first incident and first running event I have participated in my class. I started running. I just started running, go on. I secured not first place, not second place, third place. This was the one event I would recall in my school days, the sports day. I participated in my class. Apart from that, I think we have so many sports events happening. I was just a watcher, not a participator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh. Yeah, it was indeed quite memory down the lane. So anyone again from the room want to participate?
Master Sandeep.
Okay. Toastmaster Sandeep. Topic for you would be like, tell us more about your first school trip as an educational school trip with your friends and teachers.
Okay, thank you, David Topic Master. So the first school trip that I remember was sometime in the 4th standard. This is the first time our school arranged an overnight trip. I remember, of course, it was all pilgrimage. We went and visited 4 temples. But the fondest memory that I have about that is the first time as a kid, we are staying in some small hotels. My dad had given me some 10-15 rupees as an expenses, and I remember buying all sort of crap. I don't know why I liked all those things, but that was the first time I also spent money in my life. I also remember sitting in the bus, fighting with people, having to share the bed, having to have 20 people sleeping in the same room, having to share one common toilet. So I'm kind of glad that I got this topic because I don't really have a lot of memories about my school. It's happened like 35 years ago. But this first school trip is something that's forever etched in the memory. So thanks for reminding me of those good old days. Thank you very much, and over to you, David.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep. Indeed, it was something that everyone could relate, right? The first school trip is always memorable. So I think we have one more to take. Toastmaster Indrapal, are you on the call, and can you come on video? Toastmaster Indrapal, would you like to volunteer?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The topic for you would be like, what kind of student were you? Obedient, mischievous, and explain it with some of the instance where your behavior was depicted. So over to you.
I would say I was quite a sincere student always. If I talk about my starting education, I was the class monitor at that time, and I was worried about all the students in my class, like what kind of homeworks we were getting. Was it a lot of homework from each and every teacher? And when it used to be like every teacher is giving a lot of homework, then I used to raise an alarm that I think we have received homeworks from other teachers also, and I used to get the homeworks reduced for the whole students in my class. At times I have cried also because I wanted to be free when I go home at one point of time, so that I can play with my friends and go to the ground and do other outdoor activities and spend time with my parents. I think I've always been a very sincere student in that sense. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Indrapal. Actually, I think we have so many studious students in this room today. Just breathe, Indrapal. Not find any mischievous till now. So yeah, going to the next topic. Do we have time, or can we?
We have one mischievous student here.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can get the topic for her. Dimpy, right? Okay, Toastmaster Dimpy Kumari.
The camera is following her.
So yeah, your topic for the day would be, I heard you're a mischievous student, right? So yeah, please tell about your mischievous journey in your school life, and what was the most mischievous thing you did and you didn't get caught?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Shweta Pujar, for giving me this topic. Actually, I would like to highlight one of my incident during my school timings. During those days, I was like really talkative actually. And even my teachers were really upset about like how during my classes and all, like how I used to talk a lot. So what they have done one thing to stop me to talk and focus on the studies. They have changed my seating arrangement, and they make me to put sit like beside between two boys of my class, so I won't talk much. But what happened, like I was so talkative that I started talking with them as well. They thought that she will be not mingle with at least with the boys. But what happened, I started talking with them as well and started mingle. And my teacher was like, nothing can be happened to her, and she can't be changed. Let her be how she is. This is my take on this topic. Over to you, Toastmaster already. Thank you so much.
That was really a nice one to end with. Thank you, Dimpi Kumari. And yes, even I can relate to many of the things what everyone said today. Even I was crying when I came back from school that I wanted to play with my friends rather than doing homework. So yeah, it was really a nice session. Yeah, thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Upasana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shweta, and thank you so much for engaging our students with some of the good memories. Thank you so much. I would request DTM Nagesh sir, is there any disqualification?
There is one disqualification, and that would be Indrapal Chadda.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Zoom Master, you can call for the poll. Meanwhile,
At the end,
Okay.
not offline polling as well, so we can do it at the
Okay. Okay, done. Thank you so much, DTM Saurav. And with that, as the school year comes to the end, what is that one memory which you still have or which you have taken from school and which you still have that? Anybody from the audience? Like the memory which I have is that no matter what happens in your life, no matter how many times your parents are being called or how many times you have to give your exams or what, be resilient. The school has taught me one thing, which is be resilient. No matter what happens in your life, get up, brush yourself up, walk again towards your future. There's no looking to the past. Is there anybody who would love to share such incident from your school or from your school days? Anybody from the offline?
DTM Nagesh.
Yes. Sir has to come to the stage so that we can see him.
Yes, he's walking down the lane.
Okay, yes. I can see the reflection. Yes.
What did you ask?
Any such any such incident or any such values which you still carry from your school life?
Values, there are plenty. I will not talk about that. It will take a whole day that I would take to talk about it. But there is one incident which will go with me to the ashes. I'll tell you what that is. I did my schooling in North. Their English was also taught in Hindi. And I knew only Hindi and not English. And in my 10th standard, we had separation of solids and liquids. There are so many processes, maybe you all know it. And they used to explain the process in the science book. And in the last, they used to say this process is called as distillation. This process is called as decantation. This process is called as evaporation. And I was so very happy that my syllabus was over in Lucknow. And I had underlined those lines. This process is called as evaporation. This process. I thought that is the definition of it. And we got transferred to Bangalore, where the syllabus was not over. They were still teaching. And when the teacher asked here in the science class as to, is there anybody who knows what is evaporation? I raised my hand. I was not given the chance. Is there anybody who knows decantation? Have you people studied at home? Some hands went up, and I, sitting in the front row, raised my hand because I knew the answer. And we, a new kid in the school, said, he's raising hands. Let me ask him. Okay, Nagesh, what is decantation? I stood very proudly in the front of the class and said, this process is called as decantation. The whole class was silent. Teacher didn't know what to say. She said maybe he didn't hear it properly the way TMOD asked me. So she said, okay, Nagesh, tell me, what is evaluation? I said, madam, this process is called as evaluation. Whole class started laughing. After the laughter came down, she asked one other question, and I said, this process is called as distillation. Again, the class never stopped laughing. And I was perplexed. I am right. I have read it right. I have marked it right. And why is the class laughing? That was my English when I came to Bangalore. And I can never forget the hilarious moment. I gave it to everybody in the class. Then one of my classmates said, friend, the definition is not that. It is the explanation that is already given. You need to understand that and then write your to pass your 10th standard. That was what I will remember forever. Thank you, TM.
Thank you so much, DTM Nagesh, for sharing such a hilarious incident of your school. With this, no school year is complete without the fun and games period. Back in the day, I could not wait for those moments of laughter, camaraderie, and a bit of mischievous. I would go to school just for the games period, just for the dance period, not to learn anything, because that was the fun. No studies. That's very boring. But nevertheless, as we approach to the end of our school theme adventure, brace yourself up for the grand finale. For our principal sir, our general evaluator. Get ready to reminisce about the joyous time spent in the playground and recall the experiences that made our school truly unforgettable. I would request our principal sir, our general evaluator, to come up on stage for his evaluation. So you are on mute. So you are on mute. Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Upasana. So, the meeting, first of all, my apologies, I came late to the meeting today, so I'm really not sure at what time the meeting started. I think it must have started at 10 because when I came in, I heard the president briefing the meeting. So I'm assuming that it started exactly at 10 o'clock. Okay. And then came the president's address. Again, since I was absent, I can't comment much on that. But one thing I noticed was that the president was being addressed as a presiding officer. What is given to understand if the president is presiding over the meeting, then I think the president should be addressed as such, as the president. Only if someone is filling in for the president, then that person should be addressed as a presiding officer. But I heard the president being addressed as a presiding officer. I might be wrong here, I don't know, but normally what we do if a president is addressing the meeting, then we address the president as Madam President or Mr. President. So maybe that is something, if I am wrong, can be corrected in the future meetings. Then came the Toastmaster of the day, Upasana. So the Toastmaster of the day, did her role very accurately. So she had filled up all the roles. There was a slight change in the meeting in the beginning. The timer had taken up the role of table topic master, and the new timer had to come in place. And I think all that was managed very well. The TMOD explained the meeting theme, very nicely introduced the general evaluators. She had also done her homework in contacting the people to know about, to give an intro about themselves, and she very, very promptly introduced the general evaluator, and even other speakers as well, including the table topic master. One very good thing that the TMOD did today was to check at each and every stage if there were any disqualification. And that is a very, very nice thing to do, and which is really a takeaway for people from other clubs, because in some clubs, the members don't get to know if there are any disqualification till the time the timer comes out with his or her time report. But here it was very nicely done. So everybody got to know who is disqualified and who are the people eligible for vote. Very nicely done. And she also engaged the audience in the beginning. That is a very nice way of breaking the ice. Called a couple of people in today's meeting, it was Saurav and Aparna, and asked them about to speak about the theme. That was also very nicely done. And even the closing of the meeting, she closed in a very similar way, got the members to come and speak about their take on everything. So overall, very well done. If at all there are any areas of improvement, I have a couple of them. Normally what happens in a meeting is there could be very new people who know hardly anything about the Toastmasters. So maybe a little bit briefing about what the Toastmaster movement is all about. 1924, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley started this in Santa Ana, California, etc., etc. So 42,000 clubs in some 130 countries, 3.5 lakh members, etc. Something like that. Very briefly, in 3 to 4 sentences, it could have been mentioned, and also why the Toastmaster movement was started initially. All that could have been done in just 15-20 seconds, simply because there can be new people in the meeting. If there are no new people, then no need to waste that time. But if at all there are any new people, that is something that could have been told. That would be one area of improvement. And the second one is, again, I might be totally wrong here. When you announce the speaker and the title, right? So the way it was done today was name, title, name, right? Again, what I'm given to understand here is this is done only in contests and not in regular meetings. In regular meetings, you simply call the speaker, talk about the speaker, and get her or him to come and speak. But I might be totally wrong here, I don't know. So, but these are the only 2 areas of improvement I thought I could mention for the TMOD. But otherwise, very well done. Engage the audience very well. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for today's Toastmaster, Upasana Ghosh. Then we have the 3 speeches. The first speech was done by Toastmaster Sudharma, who is evaluated by DTM Saurav. Can I request DTM Saurav to give his evaluation?
Thank you so much. Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes.
Can I have the speaker also on spotlight? And the timer, please. And the timer.
There might be a master.
1 second. We'll do it from here. Okay. Timer, we can start the timer. You can put it on Garai gallery. So, okay, timer, we can start. Sudharma, first things first, an advanced happy birthday for that's coming up tomorrow. I'm sure you're going to have a pretty rocking day, and wish you all the best for the coming year. Today, your speech was an icebreaker speech. Your objective was for us to know you as a person first. So you talked about your personal background, the values you have got, and how those values and your background helped you in playing the role that you are playing as the VP Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters. I think all these objectives are very well met. As we know, the tone is the message. And your entire speech had a very positive, soothing, and a calm tone, which gives a very good reflection of your personality. Even people who don't know you well enough could listen to this speech and would make a very positive impression about you as a very calm, sorted person. Now, I know this is an icebreaker speech, but you already have completed one part. So I would be giving you certain recommendations which we would otherwise not give to an icebreaker speaker. The first recommendation is the transition to the VPE role. I feel it was a little jerky because you were talking about something else and I was expecting that line of story to continue. But suddenly you moved to the VPE role. It seemed like these were two different speeches which you brought together because it is the Gabbys meeting. Maybe you can consider having two different speeches. One speech where we know Sudharma as a person, her background, her values, and another speech on another day where we get to know about Sudharma as the VP education. Remember, that's the beauty of Toastmasters. There's always opportunities, and then more opportunities, and then even more opportunities. So break your speech, have one speech for one day, another speech for another day, for another meeting. The second thing, Sudharma, and I've told this to you before, you have a certain kind of accent, like I have, like Nancy has, like Nagesh has, like Shweta has, like Pierce Brosnan has, and like Barack Obama has. Each of us have a mother tongue influence. And first things first, there's nothing to be feeling embarrassed or shy about. It is something that we should be proud of because that's our upbringing, that's our culture that we are bringing to the table. At the same time, it is also a responsibility to ensure that people are understanding what we are saying very clearly. So one tactic that I always use when I'm speaking to a global audience is speak slowly. Pronounce every word distinctly. So these are the only two recommendations I have for you. Reduce the content, speak on one aspect of it that will give you more time to speak slowly and for us to understand what you wanted to tell you. Thank you for delivering a speech that touched our hearts. Thank you. Over to you, Chaitanya.
Thank you, DTM Saurabh. Very rarely we get to hear great evaluations, and I think today is one of those days when we heard such an excellent evaluation. Sudharma, not just you, everybody else in the meeting are lucky enough to hear this evaluation. Thank you. Let's hear it for both the speaker and the evaluator. Now we move on to the second speech. Second speech was delivered by Toastmaster Karthik and it was evaluated by DTM Aparna. So I request DTM Aparna to give her evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukund. Not yet a DTM, probably soon. So just a moment. I'm trying to see the timer here. Okay. Okay, timer, you may begin. Toastmaster Karthik, you are a whimsical character. You truly are. And in today's speech, this particular characteristic of yours was magnified many, many times. And that is because your creativity was simply through the roof. Who would have thought of a piggy planet and who would have thought of making that a part of your speech with a jingle to start off with? Not me. So creative. Creativity, 100 marks. Entertainment. There was song, there was role play, there was a story, there was a backstory, a front story, a thriller and whatnot. 100 marks. Fun. We all had a lot of fun. I saw a lot of people smiling here. I was literally trying to cover my eyes because the more I saw you, I wouldn't even hear your speech. I would simply laugh. That is because of your body language, that earnesty in your body language. You come towards the camera like this and you talk to us. Oh, wow. 100 marks for fun and entertainment. Paisa vasool, as they say. Wonderfully done. The best part about your speeches for me has always been that you very earnestly, with a lot of honesty and sincerity, deliver a funny speech and you don't laugh. And that is such an important characteristic because everyone here is laughing. If you get into that mode, we won't even hear the speech. The fun goes off, it fizzles away, but you don't do that. And that is really nice of your great characteristics, which I think everyone here should imbibe if they do a humorous speech. Now, what can work better for you? So I want to ask you a question. Toastmaster Karthik, do you write your speeches? Is there a process where you write or you make points or you simply build it in your head?
I mean, it depends on situation. Sometimes if I have time, I write it and I edit and practice. But if I don't, I just think in.
I don't think you did that today, right? It was more of, I'll tell you why. You have to, this is something I've noticed in previous speeches and this speech as well. You have to work on your content building. Your content, as much as there's creativity, when the content writing and the procedure is not followed, we miss out on some great opportunities. And I'll tell you where. When you're speaking, a lot of times you tend to go off the tangent, like this people called, that people called, the statements you made. Then you went into a story where you wanted to talk about this person having a single piggy. And then you said, okay, let's come back to the main story. That seemed very jerky. You weren't expecting. You kept going off tangent. And that happens when the content is not tight. So I will say, make it a practice to at least write your content in shorthand every single time. Your introduction, body, conclusion were there. But the content, what are you going to say and stick to it? What are you going to say and stick to it? What are you going to say and stick to it? This planning is imperative if you want to land up to be one of those well-known humorous speeches. If you want to do that, your content has to be tight. Along with that, you're very fast. Fast, yes, being fast was very nice in your speeches, but I just wish that you control the tempo. We couldn't hear the words in many places, like didn't hear the piggy mom's name and piggy money, couldn't hear them. So I wish you slow down a little bit more in specific places and decide where you want to go fast strategically. Decide it. And there you go fast because that is your style. I won't ask you to slow down completely. So do these two things. And this is what is missing in your style of delivery now. Creativity, fun, and entertainment, it's all there. You're in the making to become the next best humorous speaker. Trust me, but just work on your content, the basics, the technicalities of it, stick to it and ensure your speed is modulated and strategically placed. Thank you very much. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Evaluator Toastmaster Aparna. It takes a lot of courage to give a humorous speech. I had attempted that once and my speech had fallen just flat. I was confused whether I was giving a humorous speech because nobody seemed to be laughing. I abandoned the speech in between and go off, but kudos to today's speaker, Karthik, for giving such a humorous speech. And let's hear it for both the speaker and the evaluator. Now for the third speech by Toastmaster Sheran, evaluated by Toastmaster Mamta. Toastmaster Mamta, can I please request you to give your evaluation?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, good morning, Toastmasters, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Sheran. First of all, congratulations for delivering a fantastic speech. Now, coming to the evaluation, Toastmaster Sheran, the first part of your speech, what I felt was, it was more of a horror fiction. You are talking about driving your car in the fog light, staying in cottages, cracking sound of the door, utensils going here and there around. So these are the scenes, these are the classic scenes we have seen multiple times in movies. So I can totally resonate with from where these are coming. And you were very successful. Yes, you were very successful in engaging your audience with that. And I was like, oh, what's coming next? What's coming next? So kudos to that. Now coming to the objective, through your speech, what I understood was you are trying to give informational speech, information about the ghost, like you're talking about the characteristic of the ghost, look and feel, and the question why they roam, because they have incomplete business to finish. That's why they are interfering in your business, because they have their incomplete business. So I felt like you're talking about such characteristics in a very detailed manner. So you are giving informational speech. Now coming to the point of impact. You did well with your body languages. And this was the objective of your speech. Your speech was asking you to practice, to do more with your body languages, and you did that. Kudos to that. I would have loved, although this part was good, but I would have loved to see you if you would have turned around and used those standing platform area much, because the topic was of ghost. So you have plethora of options, plethora of things to do with your body language when it comes to ghost. So you'd have used a lot of things in a whimsical manner, right? Now coming to the point of recommendation. Now, Toastmaster Sheran, what I felt challenging in your speech was trying to understand what you are exactly trying to say. The first part of your speech was a horror fiction. I was seeing a horror movie in front of my eye. Second, you turned around and talking about characteristic of the speech. I felt like no, this is educational kind of thing, informational speech. Then again you turned around and ended up your speech like in a debatable format, like, hey, listen, ghosts are real, ghosts exist, although we do not have scientific proof, it can be felt, ghost can exist. So that was a debatable manner. So I thought like these three paragraphs are not properly gelled up, not connected with each other. So if you write your speech for the next time, it would be great if you connect your paragraphs in a very connected manner. Now, overall, if I summarize your speech, you met your objective. Good things was engaging your audience with a horror fiction, and point of recommendation, try to gel up your paragraphs and do not make your paragraphs the part of three different genres. Try to make your paragraphs the part of the single speech. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta, for such an excellent evaluation. The really spooky speech, to say the least. Let's hear it for both speaker number 3 and the evaluator. All right, with that, we come to the table topics. One thing I can tell you about the table topics was today's session was just picture perfect. I hardly have any recommendations for the way today's table topic session was conducted. The purpose was explained clearly, the timings were mentioned initially, the topics were as per the theme of the meeting, and and initially the guests were invited to participate. Excellent job done. If at all there is any recommendation, just one simple recommendation I have. Normally, what the table topic master session, in a table topic session, we ensure that whoever hasn't got any role to play is given a chance to speak first. And if someone is not a speaker or an evaluator or any of the tag role player, they are requested to come and speak so that everybody in the meeting gets a chance to speak something or the other. Maybe that is something that may have been taken care of. Other than that, an excellent speech and excellent session today. Let's hear it for today's table topic master, Shweta Pujar. All right, now it's for the team to give their report. May I now request the timer to please give his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Timer report is like this. We had 3 speakers. Toastmaster Sudharma took 5 minutes 35 seconds for her icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Karthik took 10 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Sheran took 7 minutes 3 seconds. We had 5 table topics session today. Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur took 1 minute 28 seconds. Rajesh M took 1 minute 39 seconds. Sandeep took 1 minute 2 seconds. Indrapal Chadda took 58 seconds in her speech. Pimpi Kumari took 1 minute 6 seconds. We had 3 evaluator. DTM Saurav took 3 minutes 24 seconds. Aparna Raja took 3 minutes 52 seconds. And Mamta Kumari took 3 minutes 23 seconds. So we have 1 disqualification in the speaker, 1 disqualification in the table topics, and 1 disqualification in evaluation. Back to you, Gupta evaluation.
Thank you, DTM Nagesh Ramamurthy, for that elaborate time. May I now request the grammarian to give a report, please?
Yeah, I'm just sharing the screen.
Sanjana?
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Sanjana, we can't hear you.
But am I not audible to the ones who are offline?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, fine. Yeah, just a second. Okay, so I'm here with the grammarian report. So, well done, students. It was a great and successful meeting. Coming to the usage of the word of the day. So, congratulations, Toastmaster Aparna and Toastmaster Mamta, for using the word of the day, whimsical. And as I had promised on chat that I'll be giving you a chocolate. So, here's your chocolate. Congratulations for using the word of the day. Now, coming to the good usage of words by the members, DTM Saurav used outrageously mischievous, which means very mischievous. Then Toastmaster Sudharma, disconcerting hot, then gave it a shot, eagerly anticipating. Toastmaster Karthik, mind got boggled, which means like you got very confused. Then Toastmaster Jasprit used basking in glory, speaks volumes. Right? So speaks volumes is when it speaks a lot about something. Then Toastmaster Upasana used resilient, camaraderie. Camaraderie is when there's a show of friendship or team effort. Then DTM Nagesh used perplexed, which is very much confused, and hilarious. Toastmaster Aparna used off tangent. So that's off track. Going off track is going off tangent. Then imperative. Imperative is something that is very crucial. And then Toastmaster Mamta used plethora. Plethora is when you have something in abundance. Now, coming to the figures of speech that were used, an interesting figure of speech. I'm sorry. Just a second. Yeah. An interesting figure of speech that was used was onomatopoeia, which is when you make sounds. So Toastmaster Sheran used when he wanted to show the sound of the siren. Then alliteration. Alliteration is when you have consecutive words starting with the same sound, like creepy, creepy cottage, shamelessly standing, speak slowly. And then a hypophora when there's a question and then an answer. So Toastmaster Karthik asked us, what would you have done in this scenario? And then there were a lot of comparisons in the speech, like the entire meeting itself was a comparison, right? Because the entire meeting was compared to a class in school. So kudos to making such a beautiful comparison. And then Toastmaster Upasana asked, is the fish market? So you're comparing a class to a fish market, right? And then Toastmaster Karthik used a rhyme in his speech. So you have many lines ending with rhyming words: piggy, doggy, swiggy. And coming to the last one, some wrong usages of words and their corrections. So initially, a statement was told, in which it was said, Toastmasters is divided into 3 parts. So of course, Toastmaster is not. It's the Toastmaster meeting that's divided into 3 parts. Next, everybody has their own. So it's everybody has their own. Everybody is considered singular, though it refers to a large group of people. Next, not because of I'm youngest. It's not because I am the youngest. You don't use not because of. Then location is similar to as of earth. It will be location is similar to that of earth. Then whichever mother couldn't give birth. So it'll be whichever mother can't give birth. And then think on it, it'll be think over it. And last one, tragic has happened. It's tragedy has happened. So you're basically using a noun. So tragedy is a noun. So that's all I have from my side. And yeah, back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Let's hear it for the Grammarian play. And now the last role player, who is the listener. Can I please request the listener to give the report?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now, attention everyone. I'll be asking very few, very easy questions to all of you to see how attentive you were throughout the meeting. So the first question is, at the very beginning, when our General Evaluator was explaining about his role, he said he had a favorite place in the school. Which was it?
Outside principal office.
Yes, that's correct. Now, one of our speaker is a secretary at PMC Bank Sri Lanka. Who is the speaker?
Sudharma.
No.
Sheran.
Yes, correct. Okay, Sri Lanka was this thing, and there were only 2 speakers from Sri Lanka. Okay, in Toastmaster Karthik's speech, there was a protagonist. What was its name?
Piggy Williams.
Yes, you're all correct. It was not Jiggy Williams. Someone said Jiggy Williams as well.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, and what was the title of Toastmaster Karthik's speech? Except the evaluator. Does he speak? Yes.
It's a tongue twist.
Ik pig piggy.
Ik pig jiggy.
Almost there. Not completely right.
Ig pig, jig pig, piggy.
Piggy, maybe.
Yes, that's the right one. And now the last one, I guess it will be a tough one for everyone. Where is Toastmaster Sudharma from? Not the country, the name of the city.
Venugopal.
This was so easy, right? Okay. So that's all from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. And now for the last role player, which is the art counter, can I request art counter Monica Ashwini to give a report, please.
Thank you, General Evaluator. First of all, I would want to thank everyone to make my job very simple today, because we had speaker Sudharma, speaker Karthik, evaluator Saurav, and evaluator Aparna, who did not use any filler sounds, any interjections, or any crutch words. So congratulations to all of them. And this is my report, as you can see on my screen. We did have a few filler sounds and interjections by other speakers and other evaluators. Overall, the feedback is very positive, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm so glad you didn't track mine, because there would have been a lot of R and whatever you had tracked my speech or as well. All right, with that we come to the end of the role players. Overall, it's an excellent session. I just have a couple of points to make. One is on the meeting room setup. With whatever little experience I have of setting up hybrid meetings, I think we can really, get the setup done in a much better way. We really don't have to move the camera to face the people on and off. There is a way which we can do it, wherein there will be a camera. 91 Springboard has that facility, like they have it in their facility on the residency road, where there is a screen, and below the screen they have a camera, and that camera is focused on the speaker. So the laptop can be with the moderator, the Zoom moderator, wherever the Zoom moderator is sitting in the hall. But the person will simply have to come over here and give the speech and go back, and it will be visible to everybody, in both online and offline. So the Zoom moderator will be spotlighting the person, spotlighting the room whenever someone is coming here to speak. If someone online is speaking, then that person, of course, will be spotlighted. So there is a way to do that as well. And the second point is on the ballot. So in my club, what we normally do is both the offline participants also log in to Zoom, right? When the ballot goes out to everybody, then everybody votes for it. They don't have to physically write down the names, and then they don't have to give me kind of a counting. So these are just the two improvements I thought. But the greatest takeaway for me from this meeting is how systematic and methodical the Gabbys is. Right, one day before we get the entire report of today's meeting, the evaluators, their introduction, the speakers, the introduction, the speech title, everything. It is amazing. I mean, that is some achievement, which we have to do in our club as well. So kudos to that. Thank you, and I had a wonderful session. Back to you, to Toastmaster Upasana.
Thank you so very much, General Evaluator, sir. With this, and I see that each of my students have behaved very, very properly and have been very good student. So even though I cannot give you chocolates, but you all can clap for yourself for being such a good student and such a good sport. And thank you all for being part of this special virtual journey back to school. Though our locations may differ, the spirit of nostalgia and shared experience brought us together today. And I trust you all have enjoyed the anecdotes, the speeches, the reflection that unfolded for this session. Stay tuned for future meetings, which will be filled with more captivating speeches, insightful evaluations, and engaging table topic discussions. Together, let's continue making virtual memory as we navigate the delightful chapters of back to school in our lives. With this, I would like to pass on my virtual mic to our esteemed presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, to take the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Upasana, Toastmaster of the Day. May we have a round of applause for our Toastmaster of the Day for such a musical journey that we have today back to school. All right, we are launching the polls for Best Evaluator, Best Table Topic Speakers, Best TAGL Team, as well as Main Role Taker. People in the room, please write all the names. You already have got the chits. For Zoom polls, is this launched?
No, I'm going to launch, Nancy. So
Okay.
I'm going to launch for auxiliary role player. You can vote now.
All right. In the meanwhile, you all are voting. Okay, I can see it on my screen that it's launched. In the meanwhile, we all are voting. I would request a few of our members to come forward and share their experience. Every time we generally ask the guest to come forward. Today, I want to hear it from our members. What do you think? How was your meeting experience today? You have to come forward. I'm not taking names. I was hearing a lot of you were saying that I was so talkative during my school days. Stop yourself now.
Our jobs disciplined us.
For members today. Yes, I heard someone speaking online.
I said our jobs disciplined us a lot.
Oh my God, who's speaking?
I won't tell my name.
Are you back from your trips, Chaitanya?
A long back.
Not. Okay. How was your experience, Chaitanya, since you're speaking?
About this meeting, it was amazing, and throughout the meeting I always wanted to, I did not get the chance to say, but I wanted to say this, good morning ma'am, thank you. But I could not do that. The speeches were amazing and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chaitanya. That's lovely to hear the same sound again. Good morning, ma'am. We missed it. You could have unmuted yourself and started the meeting with our Toastmaster Upasana, Toastmaster of the Day. Would have been really great. But thank you so much for the feedback. Anyone who's present in person would like to share their feedback for today's meeting? Toastmaster Sandeep?
Will I be heard by speaking? Everyone can.
Are you able to hear him? A little bit,
Yes.
they can hear you. I can see them nodding.
Yeah, I think for me, this is the first in-person meeting that I'm attending after almost 8 or 9 years. So I think the last in-person meeting I attended was sometime 2014, 15, I don't even remember in my previous Toastmasters stint. And I was so looking forward to coming to Bangalore and attending this meeting in person. I'm glad that we have a very good, decent number of people in this room, a lot of people on the online. It was a great experience. I, of course, do concur with the feedback shared by the general evaluator that this camera position makes this movement a bit tricky, but I'm sure there are reasons for that. I don't know myself. But this was definitely a great experience, and I definitely would love to give speeches in person, which is what all along my experience has been. I'm not very comfortable with online format, to be honest, but I'm really looking forward to coming to Bangalore more often and delivering speeches.
Looking forward to having more often in in-person meetings. Thank you. This was Toastmaster Sandeep joining us all the way from Kerala. God's own country. Anyone else? Toastmaster Rajesh, our guest. He is not a guest. I really don't consider him a guest. Nowadays, he's behaving a little bit like a guest, but yes, over to you.
Yeah, it's my always pleasure to be here at the Gabbys Toastmasters. I used to be a regular guest in online meeting. Since I came to know that they started the hybrid meeting, I want to listen to say in person. I could not make it when they had an in-person meeting in the Toastmasters Club. But every meeting I want to attend. But finally today I made it. I'm so happy to be here. I meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajesh. Looking forward to have you more in our hybrid meetings. Can I hear it from Inderpal and Jasprit? Jasprit, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Yeah. So tell me, Nancy, what do I need to speak now?
Say your
Pardon?
Your thought.
Okay, my
Can
fault.
you speak about your experience since you attended a speech proud graduation ceremony yesterday, and again you were sitting here today morning for Toastmasters meeting? How's your experience? How's the transition going on? What did you feel? What did you feel about today's meeting?
So yesterday, the graduation, something very serious that we attended, very interesting. And today's meeting, equally whimsical. The kind of topics back to school, I thought would be a serious business. But it was totally whimsical with all the outstanding children coming up and sharing their thoughts and all that. So it turned out to be really good and very interesting topics. So that, that 5 minutes break that was given, you guys, the offline children vanished out of the class and we remained inside the class with the ones who were here and the last speaker that was, I think, Sheran, discussing the topic with him. Why? Because the very interesting point that came up was, why do we get to see women ghosts? So it was discussed, we reached the nutshell, and then there was a moral decided. And there were certain people who said, okay, today I'll go home and talk to my husband and my family to keep me happy so that I don't haunt you later on. So it was a wonderful experience today. And actually I've been attending Toastmasters meetings, but today was officially the first meeting as a Toastmaster because yesterday the graduation happened. So that chapter closed. And today was actually the transition, and it was a very happy and a very interesting kind of transition. Thanks to everybody, all the role takers, speakers, evaluators, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jasprit. Thank you for the feedback, and it's lovely to hear you always. All right, we have Inderpal. Toastmaster Inderpal, how's your experience?
Yeah, it's great. Actually, I'm getting used to all these sessions. I just joined in January, starting January. And this, for the first time, I think I attended the whole session. Usually I used to attend till the table topics and not the evaluation and everything. And it was really great. And I think everybody played a wonderful part, be it evaluator, timer, grammarian, everybody. So I think everybody has done a good part. And since the topic was decided in advance, back to schools, and I think we stick to it. And really, by end of the class, or by end of the session, it really felt like we are back in school, and we were really I was really nostalgic about everything. So I think it was a great experience, and looking forward to many more sessions and grooming myself as I go through it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Indrapal. I would really love to see you both of our new members as role takers very soon, probably in one of our upcoming meetings. All right, anyone from the offline audience? Bimbi, who's joining us for the very first time in person meeting. I would really want to hear it from her.
Visible. Yes, you're visible. Yeah, this is my first offline meeting, joining as a Gabbys Toastmaster. So it is worth actually joining here. Since it was early morning and I'm like a night owl, I will be sleeping very late. So it was difficult for me. But after coming here, it is really altogether different experience. Comparatively, joining online, offline is better. Meeting everybody, Nancy, Saurabh, Nagesh sir, and everybody, all the Toastmasters, it was really altogether different experience.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bimbi. Excellently open. So all those who are in Bangalore, Bimbi is calling you for our next hybrid meeting, which is on next Saturday. Okay, the results of the polls are ready. In case you are yet to share your feedback, I would love to hear it from you, maybe in next meeting or offline, or you can still unmute and share it. See the silence, nobody wants to share it. All right, I'll go ahead with the poll results. The best TAGL team role taker goes to our grammarian for today, Toastmasters Sanjana Garai. The best evaluator for today's meeting goes to distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Datta. Congratulations. Best table topic has been a tie, and best table topic for today's meeting goes to one offline, one online. In-person meeting, it goes to Toastmaster Sandeep Belekar. For online attendees, it goes to Toastmaster Jasprit Kaur. Congratulations to both of you. Now coming to the last but not the least, best role taker, the main role taker. Best main role taker of the meeting goes to someone who took us back to school today. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Upasana. We had no polls for speakers as it was announced by Toastmaster of the day. With this, I conclude today's session. With this, we adjourn meeting number 165 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I'll see you on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. IST GMT plus 5:30. All right, thank you everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Take care. Happy weekend.
Have a weekend.
And those in the room, we have got a cake to cut. We have got a